Hi everyone, I wanted to show you today how to make a dream catcher. So once you've tied off your string onto the hoop you're using, you go under the hoop, through the loop you've just made with the string and pull. And it creates just a little twist here like this. And you want them about an inch or so apart. So you hold it in place, go over the top of the hoop, go underneath the hoop, go back through the string that was on top, and it looks like this. And you want to do this all the way around, and that's your first row. Second row, what you do is you take each of the little loops and you thread your string through. And the string's quite long at this point because obviously I've made sure I've cut off enough from my ball of string to do the whole thing. So it can be a bit fiddly to start off with. And all you do is, as you can see, is you just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. So take the loop, go underneath and through it, pull the string through, and then go to the next loop. And basically you do this over and over again until you get all the way back around to the beginning. So as you can see, that's all I'm doing here. And once you get back to the beginning, I'm just going to go through this bit just to make sure I'm right near the beginning. If your string gets tangled, you have to just undo it. If you can create a little ball of yarn that's small enough to go through the loops, then great. If not, you'll just have to put with occasionally it might tangle and you have to just untangle it. So once you're back at the beginning, and then if you look, what I'm doing now is I'm pulling the loop. I'm pulling out the loop from the next row, which is level with where the knot is originally on the little bamboo hoop. And I'm doing the exact same movement again. Again, pick the hoop up that's level with the knot on the bamboo hoop, pull the string through. So I'm working on the second layer now. So I'm going through the loops that I've just created with the last layer. As you go along, give it a little bit of a tug. And basically you keep doing this over and over again. Just work on each layer at a time, threading through each row of loops that you've created from the last layer, and you keep going until you reach the center of the Dreamcatcher. Like so. And every so often I went through about 4 loops and then I'd pull it tight just to maintain the tension on the Dreamcatcher. Once you get to the middle, what you do is you just pull really hard and it creates this web pattern in the centre of the Dreamcatcher. And then you just tie a little knot in the centre at the back, nice and tight just to hold it all together. And then put a loop of string at the top to hang it. Then to add more decoration to this, I wanted to add some sort of tassels or something at the bottom. So for this, you're going to need lengths of string about half a metre, about half a metre long. Fold them in half and then you loop them through on the wooden hoop at the bottom. So as you can see, I fold up the string in half, thread it through and just pull it through on itself just to get it to stay in place. So I'm not particularly like tying it in a knot or anything. What I'm doing is taking the half a metre string, folding it in half, pushing the loop through and then feeding the end of the piece of string through the loop I've just created and pulling it to make sure it stays on the wood. And you do this for about the bottom sort of quarter of the of the hoop, and you want no gaps, you want quite a few strings. And then what I do is bunch them together and then tie them, and I'll show you. I did the first bit, and then I'll show you how to create these knots that I created here. So you gather the bits of string together you want to gather together. You create a loop and feed one end of the string under the so you take your piece of string that it's right, it's hard to try and explain this. So you take your piece of string, you hold it on the right, create a loop, and you thread the end of the string behind the little group of strings that you're tying together. Bring the end of this string over the top of the other threads, through the loop you created on the right, and pull. It's very similar to how you make, it's how you make friendship bracelets. And I used that, first of all, I did bunches at the top. As you can see, I did 6 bunches at the top. And then I've joined them together in pairs. And then you'll see in a bit what I did was I halved each of these 3 clumps of string I've got left, and did the same again with the little friendship band knot method. So as you can see, take a string, put it underneath the group of strings, thread it through the loop and pull like so. Hopefully that was a bit of a clearer picture. Sorry if I didn't explain that bit the best. And yeah, and then that's it pretty much. And then you just decide how you want this bottom bit to hang. Whether you want it to be sort of together in groups, just loose tassels, however you want it. And once you're finished, it looks like this. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.